We will be learning to use the RobotC software, but first we need to log in to Novell. Your login for Novell should be the first 5 letters of your last name, followed by the first 3 of your first name. Your password is your initials, followed by your lunch code. Once logged in, we can open up the RobotC software. The start page you can close out of, and then we want to go ahead and click New File. Now, once on this page, you can see that there's all types of different programs that you can select from on the left side. The main one we'll be working with will be the simple behaviors. So we're going to start with forward, and we're just going to click on it and drag it out. As you can see, it says 1 rotations at 50 speed. We want to go ahead and save this. So we're going to click File, Save As. We want to select your H drive, so it has your login name on it, and go ahead and create a new folder in your H drive, and you can call it RobotC or Programming or whatever you need to do. I'm going to call mine Programs for RobotC. I'm going to give it a file name, and I'm going to call it Forward. And then make sure you have that folder selected and hit Save. Now that it's saved, we want to make sure that everything is set up correctly. So for the virtual worlds, we're using the curriculum companion, and our target should be the virtual worlds. From here, I'm going to select Compile and Download to Program. Now, we are working locally in RobotC, so we'll make sure it's the blue screen. It says Login Locally, and then just log in as a guest. From here, you can select the robots, and you can choose different robots to use. I would suggest using the Clawbot, the IQ. It by default is the one that we have here in the class, so if we add these programs to our physical robots, it'll be the same thing. Next, select movements, and the first task will be driving straight. Click Start Activity. This is the setup of the virtual world. On the right hand side, we have different camera views you can select. Above, the third one allows you to kind of pivot around. And we hit play, and it just moved for 1 rotation, and that's 1 rotation of the motor or the wheels. It didn't quite get us to the end though, so we're gonna have to make an adjustment. I can just click back on the programming window, and I'm going to go ahead and change it. It almost made it to the first can, so I'm going to change it to probably 5, since there's 5 cans out there that we have to go past. And once I've done that, I want to save it. Go to Robot, Compile and Download, and then I'll hit play. Unfortunately, there's a few times that a window will pop up with a failed message. Just hit OK and then compile and download it again, and it should work. Here we go. It's going 1 rotation, 2 rotation, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 rotations didn't quite make us all the way to the end line. So we need to change that 5, and I'm going to go ahead and make it 10. Save it. If you hit start on that screen, it just starts the robot from where it was. I forgot to download the new program. So there we go. We've changed it to 10, downloaded it, hit play, and we'll see what happens here. And we made it to the end line, so we got a success on that. From here, we can go ahead and select main menu. And the next challenge for you is going to be the labyrinth. The driving straight too, that one just narrows it up a bit, but this one's kind of more of a maze for you. You'll start at the A point, and you have to end in the black lined area. So we'll have to make some turns and do different things like that. So if we start the activity, we start on the red, This is still programmed for our forward, so we're just seeing if the 10 rotations is too many. And it is. Because as soon as we hit that line, it cancels, or it says that we were incomplete. So I'm going to change that to 5, and I'm going to go ahead and add the next movement, which would be turning left. Now we're just going to select on here, we're going to keep it rotations, but we could use degrees or seconds and different options there. So we'll try 3 rotations to the left. Play, and it popped up again. Again, just close that, do it again, and it should work. There we go. We're going to do 5 rotations, and looks like we made that. Oh, it's spinning in circles. So a rotation while turning left is a full circle, so we don't want to quite go that far. We want to go just a quarter of a circle. And we don't want to quite go 5 either, just because it almost hit that top part. Nope, there's that error again. Just close it. Try again. So we're going 4 rotations, and then we're going to turn left 0.25 rotations. Alright, so turning 0.25 rotations of the wheels actually only got us about 1/8 of the way. So we're going to change it to 0.75, download it, run it again, and we shall see. 4 rotations. Alright, that was pretty good. It went a little bit past turning just straight left, so we're going to bump that down to just 0.7. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the next thing, or we could add in the next one, which would be going forward. And then after going forward, we would go right. So this is kind of how you'll program for the different scenarios, is you'll kind of test your programming as you move along. Went straight, turned, and that's about perfect. We would go forward, turn right, and forward, and so on, and we want to end up in that darkened area. And so these will be some of the challenges that you can do. On Google Classroom will be a list of the different challenges that we want you to complete. Make sure that you save your progress. We want to save this one as Labyrinth as we're going, so that I can keep these separate, so if I want to pull one up again, I've already got it.